Hello again, Marines. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with another one of our State of the Unit addresses. This is the one for January 2945. I trust everyone has had a great holiday. Today is January 7th, and let's go ahead and begin. One of the first topics that I want to talk about is that Arena Commander version 1 has been released. It's broken. You know, we're having a hard time teaming up and linking up and getting into matches. But that's going to be fixed soon, I'm sure. On the tails of that, we have From the Verse has restarted. We've already had episode 1, our Arena Commander version 1.0. In 2 weeks, we'll have the second episode, which is going to be focusing on the module system. And so we're still looking for hosts that can shed some additional insight in the show, and also, or stay till the end, because I know Parasat, he tried, but he has to go pick up his work. He has to go pick up his wife from work halfway through the show, and I kind of don't want that. So we need another host to fill his shoes, and they're big shoes to fill. So let's see if anybody out there can volunteer for that. Has Skype and a webcam. Okay, another thing, the Fly With Me's, the Fly With the Colonels every Tuesday nights. I'm not getting a lot of people attending those. It's not mandatory. It's not. It's just encouraged. I wanna fly with you guys. I wanna have an opportunity to learn how you guys fly and how good you guys are, and talk and shoot the shit with you guys. So come out to Fly with the Colonel. Even if you don't fly, at least come out and get into the TeamSpeak and chat with us. That's a guaranteed time that you'll always see me on. You're going to see me on at 8 o'clock Central Time, Tuesday nights. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not on more often than that. Sure, I'm on more often than that, but that's kind of your time to fly with me. So it's your time to hear what I have to say and tell me what you have to say. Things like that. Just shoot the breeze, whatever. Okay. Also, on the website, you'll see that under boot camp training, I don't know if you guys ever, kind of frequently go there, but now there's 3 sections. Before I had everything kind of crammed into one section, and it was getting kind of tight. And now I split it up into 3 distinct sections. We have the boot camp, which is our basic training, which is basically just to get people up to speed on what it means to be a Marine in the First Royal Aerospace Squadron, give them some skills, kind of test them along the way, that kind of stuff. That's our boot camp. Then the next level is AIT, which is our Advanced Individual Training, which came on the heels of having some discussions with the other members of your leadership that there, and with some troops too, that there's a desire to take on the role of certain types of individuals, like medics or engineers or scouts, or things like this. And those guys are all, now that's the advanced individual training. So once we get a handle on how that's going to be portrayed, then we'll develop some training so that people that want to be an engineer won't go into it not knowing what's going on. And so we'll have like a short course, maybe a 1-day course or something like that, just to give them the engineering ribbon or something, and that way they can, when the captain calls for an engineer, he knows who, or maybe the engineer can step forward and say, I'm in engineering, I've got the training, let me go work on the engines, or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. But like medic's going to be one of them, Marine FPS, that's going to need advanced training. That's not the same as training done to be a pilot, right? Piloting training is not going to be the same as first-person shooter training. So we're going to set up some courses for that. And then who knows how detailed it's going to get. Right now it's just these are the different courses, and They could be 1 day, they could be 10 days. You know, who knows how big each of the individual courses are, just depending on how complicated each task is. So check out those AITs. I got a list of them. And that list can change too. I can grow the list or shrink the list depending on our needs. And then the last thing is OCS, which is our Officer Candidate School, which even though Marius, Whole Armor, Paraset, and myself are already officers, I still want to put the officers through that course so that they get the full knowledge. And I want that, well, at least one of those courses is going to start this month. The leadership course is going to start this month for our team. And there's some things that I want to share with them so that they know how to lead, you know, our troops. Okay. Not saying they don't already know how to lead, but let them know how to lead the way I want them to lead. Okay. And what else we got? Members. Yeah, membership. We actually we're growing. It's not a fast-paced growth. I don't want a fast-paced growth. I want it to be nice and slow and steady. Maybe 1 a week, 4 a month, something like that would be nice. And not 100 at a time. I actually watched a show from one of these other squadrons. Their leader was on, and he was sitting there talking about how great their squadron was, and that they just had 100 people join. And it was like over the weekend. You know, like over the weekend we just had 100 people join. Okay, now I'm thinking to myself, and this group's pretty big, you know, 6+100 something, you know, and I don't want that. I don't want 100 people joining. There's no way, not at one time anyway, because there's no way I'm going to get to know them, and there's no way I'm going to be able to. First of all, it's going to be a struggle to get their training done, you know, unless it's half-assed, and I don't want that. I want the training to be spot on, you know. So 100 in one weekend, that would be stressful. You know, we'd have to assign them to 100 different classes. Not that many, but we have to assign them to a bunch of different classes, and then we'd fall behind and blah, 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 blah. And not just that. I know there's organizations out there that will allow someone to join, and they don't care. They don't care who they are. They just say, come on, join our group, and everything's good. They just want names on the roster. That's all they care about. And so they recruit or allow to be accepted anybody that applies. And that means that they've got like 600 people on their roster. But how many are actually in the unit, or how many just applied and never came back? You know, how many are on every night? How many play the game with them? You know, out of 600, maybe 100. You know, so it's better to have a smaller group of guys or gals that are working well as a team, and you know, they blend and they mesh very well, than to have 600 people that you never get to see any of them. There's just too many people on the roster. You know, half the people never show up, or they quit the game, and these guys are still keeping their names on the roster just because they wanted a name. But okay, he said he got 100 people. I'm sorry, I'm going back to the topic. He said he got 100 people in one night, or over the weekend. And he was happy about it. And I'm thinking, I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that topic alone. Okay, but we're getting about 1 a week, about 4 a month, approximately. Last month we only got 3, but 3 members, with our newest member being Michelin, and welcome to the unit, Michelin. Understand that Michelin's he's younger. He's not 18. So don't, you know, just mentor him and help him along and show him what it means to be a Marine in the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron, and everything will be fine. All right. And okay, now let's talk about recruiting. We have a new recruiter. His name is Sherpain. He's been on the job for about a month now, And this is something I want Sherpain to do for me, okay? I know you're watching this because you're one of our, you're in a position of authority in the unit, so I want you to watch this video, you know, and if you, I'm sure you are, and I'm going to ask you a question. Please send me, I'm asking you for an action actually, please send me a list of all the things you did as a recruiter in December. Did you create posters? Did you bump our threads? Did you go to any other forums in the verse and bump any threads or create any threads about recruiting for the 1st Royal Aerospace Squadron? And did you make any signatures, or did you not have a chance to do anything? You know, and if that's the case, then I'm still looking for a recruiter. If it's not the case, if you did create a bunch of posts and threads and all that stuff, then that's great. But I'm afraid that there might not have been anything done, and because I haven't heard about it, nobody's told me anything about it. So just let me know what you did. I'm curious. I want to see some of the posters you made and stuff like that. Okay. Now we're going on to the, okay, I already talked about the leaders course. No, I didn't. Did I really talk about the leaders course? Yeah, we got a leaders course coming up in January. There's the leadership course. Now the next thing is the BCTs. In February, we're going to start some BCTs, and these are going to be one-off courses, one-off classes, just to get the feel of doing the BCTs. These are not a requirement. These are going to be, it's just going to be an opportunity for you to get some formal training in Star Citizen. It's not going to be, it's not mandatory. Not yet, okay? No, we're not going to make anything mandatory until beta comes out. What's happening with the BCTs are, I want to get a course structure down, and I'm using you guys as guinea pigs. Basically, you guys come in, take the course, and then you will still get credit for having attended the course, even though it might or might not be the finished product. So that when the BCTs do come around, you'll already have credits, you know. Yeah, that's going to start in February though. Let's talk about the forums and some of the activity on the forums. This is probably going to be the last topic. There are some members in our unit, and I'm going to say 10, that go to the forums regularly, read what everybody has to say, and gives their input. You know, like says, yeah, I agree with that. That sounds good. Or yeah, I can't wait. Or no, I think it's really horrible that it's Missile Commander right now, and everybody's dropping missiles, and the missiles are overpowered, and or you know, I really love the fact that this is going on. Or they start a whole new subject, like I wonder how we're going to use medics, or I wonder how we're going to transition through the jump points when we go on missions, or I wonder this, or I wonder that, and they get a lot of people speculating and talking about topics on the forums. I want to say this right now. I love that. That is strongly encouraged. I think that more people in the unit should visit our forums. They should read them, see what other people are making comments about. Make your own comments. You know, give your own opinions, or start your own threads. I have a tool that allows me to see how many posts each member has made in the forums. We have some people in the unit that have had 0 posts in the forums. They're shy. We've had some people that have posted twice. And those 2 posts were probably, hey, welcome to the unit, you know, or thank you for letting me join the unit, and that was it. Come on, guys. Be more engaged. Get involved in the game. There's a number of people that probably don't even know anything about the game. They're probably, they pledged a year ago, They bought a package and they have sat on it. And they joined our unit because we looked cool, but they don't do anything with it. You know, come on, get engaged with the unit. Be part of the unit. Don't be some wallflower. Okay, come on in and talk to us. Jump into TeamSpeak from time to time. We only have, even though our roster says we're at 28, I would say we're probably closer to 10 people that are really engaged in the unit. So that's disappointing that we've got so many people that are in the unit but not really a part of the unit. I want everyone to be a part of the unit, and you can do that by using the forums as a tool. Go to the forum once a week, just once a week, see what people have posted, read it. It takes 2 minutes to do it, and if you feel strongly about any of the topics, post about it. Reply, say, yeah, I agree with that. That's all you gotta say, or don't. All right. Well, that's all I had to say. And this was Mr. Everything with our State of the Unit address. And as you can see, I'm in the new flight hangar. And catch you next time.